Are you a contractor or a home service business owner and you either have a website or you're looking to get one and you want to make sure it's set up to make you money? If that's you, you're going to want to keep watching this video because I'm going to go over the top 10 mistakes contractors make on their websites and how to fix them. Hi, my name is Elias. I'm the founder of Frame Business Solutions, where we build websites and provide marketing services for every type of contractor. Whether you're a roofer, an electrician, or a general contractor, I often see the same mistakes made over and over and over again, and I'm going to talk to you today about how to fix them. Mistake number one is not having a clear call to action or a CTA. One of the biggest mistakes contractors make is not having a clear call to action. Your call to action is what guides visitors to the next step, whether it's to request a quote, schedule a consultation, or to call for more information and ask questions. Without this, visitors might land on your website, then leave without ever even contacting you. Think about it like this. When you go to an airport, there's directions. You know where to go to check in your bags. It guides you to going through security and then to your gate or whatever. So it's the same thing when it comes to a website visitor. They need to be guided. They need to be directed into taking action. So even if they're interested in your service, if you don't make that clear, they might not even end up contacting you. Now, how do you fix this mistake? You want to make sure on every page your CTA is clear and visible. This means having buttons in appropriate areas, making them stand out with maybe a certain color that goes with your brand, and allowing website visitors to know, okay, this is how I take the next step. Another way to make sure you don't make this mistake is to place call to actions above the fold, meaning visible without scrolling. If you don't know what that means, click the link below. You can download our free marketing glossary, and it explains a ton of marketing terms that'll help you not only understand terms in this video, but also in other videos from me or anybody else. You also want to use actionable language like get a free quote or get started now or book a call today. This way visitors know exactly what they're getting when they click on that button. Now moving on to mistake number two, the lack of mobile optimization. This I think is one of the most important ones actually, because so much traffic will come from devices like smartphones or tablets. Forbes came out with a study saying that 96% of web traffic comes from a mobile device. Now, I know there's a ton of statistics out there talking about web traffic from mobile devices, but the point is they're all high, which means your website needs to be formatted and set up for mobile devices. Now, how do you avoid this mistake? First is to ensure that your website uses a responsive design that's set up to adjust to different screen sizes. You need to make sure you don't have a bunch of crazy ass animations or graphics or text that either aren't going to show up at all or going to be super small when adjusting to these different screen sizes. Another way to avoid this mistake is to test your website's mobile performance. You can do this using Google's mobile friendly tool or other paid tools that allow you to test the adjustment when it comes to different screen sizes. The last way is to prioritize speed and accessibility by minimizing large images and unnecessary scripts. In other words, don't use a ton of big images or text that are going to cover your entire mobile screen without conveying any sort of message or value. Number three, bad photography. This is one of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to website design, and I see it all the time on contractors' websites. Corny stock images and bad photography raises major red flags for website visitors. It's super obvious that it's not an authentic photo when the model is smiling directly into the camera, wearing some weird vest or weird hard hat, and it looks super staged and you could just tell the person's never been on a job site before. Don't use those. Poor quality photos or generic stock images make your business feel impersonal, and these visitors expect to see high quality, authentic images that reflect the quality of your work. If the images on your website don't showcase your own craftsmanship or your own team, they miss the chance to build that trust needed for a user to make a decision. These stock images often feel detached and overused and fail to establish a unique brand identity and really filter out potential clients looking for a personalized, reliable service. The best solution for this mistake is to get a professional photographer, but even utilizing your phone is better than using some of these corny stock images. Don't underestimate the quality of the camera on iPhones and all these new phones that are coming out. I recommend looking at some of the competitors in your industry and seeing what type of shots they're using, what type of angles, what type of action shots of their projects and their team that they're using, and look around, get some inspiration, and see what you can come up with. I will say though, if you do need to go that stock image route, try not to use the super corny ones and the super staged ones. Avoid the ones of the model looking directly into the camera, smiling, using weird equipment and weird tools. Avoid those, and you could be okay if you use those stock images if you find the right ones. Mistake number 4 is missing or inaccurate contact information. This is something that you need to make sure it's right, because obviously if your contact information is wrong, your website visitors aren't going to have a way of contacting you. Even if you do have your contact information shown, you want to make sure it's up to date. A lot of the time, contractors have been around for such a long time, they have old phone numbers or old emails shown, and obviously you're not going to get notified if that's what's shown on your website. A major mistake is also not having the contact information directly linked to start calling or emailing. So that means if you have your phone number shown up above, again, people are on their mobile device, they want to just click that number and go straight to calling you, or click that email and go straight to open draft email. So the fewer clicks your website visitor has, the higher conversion rate you're going to have when it comes to those website visitors trying to contact you. Another way is to consider a contact form that's easy to use. After about 4 or 5 entries, your conversion rates are going to drop a lot, because people are just lazy. They don't want to put in too much information, and they also may not trust your website. Stick to that key information that you need to reach back out to them effectively. Focus on things like their name, phone, email, maybe their location, and then some additional notes that might talk about the scope of the project or the service that they're looking to get from you. But try and keep it, short and concise and to the point. Mistake number 5, and that's having no service area information. Contractors often operate in a certain region, and if website visitors go to your website right away and they don't know where you're located, they're probably going to go to the next contractor. So you immediately want to let them know on your landing page, this is the area that we serve, so they know that you're a candidate to hire. So how do we avoid that mistake? I already kind of touched on it, but one of the best ways, in my opinion, is having this information somewhere in the header, somewhere in the landing page, so visitors can immediately decide if you're somebody that they can even hire, somebody that's even an option to serve the area that they're looking to hire you in. Another way is to include a service areas page. This is a great place to show the locations that you serve. I like to implement maps sometimes, depending on what kind of contractor you are. For like roofers or plumbers, you can show a map of, say, 3 or 4 counties that you serve and all the jobs pinned that you've done in those areas. That way, your website visitor or your lead knows exactly how far it is that you're willing to go, and if that you're an option for hire for them. Mistake number 6, having no portfolio or project showcase. Contractors and home service businesses rely heavily on visual representation to show the quality of work that they do and the service that they offer. This is one of the reasons websites are so powerful, because you can filter out website visitors that aren't looking for your type of work, and you can make sure you're getting quality leads because they have more than likely seen your portfolio. So the solution to this is pretty obvious, but it's adding a project or a gallery section or page that showcases all your work with high quality images. You can also add before and after photos, project descriptions, or testimonials from satisfied clients. You regularly want to update this portfolio so clients know that you're still active, that you're still doing work, and that you're taking on jobs. Now, if you really want to stand out, a great way is to show progress videos. This can be great for not only entertainment, but on education, to show customers the processes and what they can expect when they hire you. Number 7 is lack of testimonials and customer reviews. Social proof plays a huge role in convincing potential clients to hire and trust your business. Use me as an example. I make these videos to educate and help you guys out, but I also use them to show my knowledge and my expertise when it comes to marketing. So this is a great way to break down that wall with potential clients, because they already see what my knowledge is and the quality of work that I'm going to deliver for them. Not having reviews can lead to visitors questioning whether you're going to deliver a quality service. Think about it, it's kind of like the dating world. When you meet a friend of a friend, girl, guy, whatever you're into, that friend, that mutual friend that you meet them through is like a screening process. So you already get the review in a sense of, hey, this person's not a creep, they're not crazy or whatever, and it's a good person to try to date. So that's kind of like testimonials and reviews on your website. You already have some sort of social proof from somebody else that hired you as a service. First, obviously, you want to collect reviews and testimonials. Second is to add them on your landing page, maybe a couple of them, but you can also have like a testimonials page dedicated to talking about past projects and having past customers talk about the service that you provided for them. Another way is to ask clients to leave a review after you've completed a project. So know if you don't ask, and I promise you, they're not going to be thinking about leaving you a good review. But if you do a poor job, they sure as hell are going to leave a negative review, which you don't want. Another way is to integrate reviews from third-party platforms like Google My Business or Yelp. This is great because it allows you to collect more reviews from various places, but it also helps with SEO because of the backlinks, especially if these reviews come from a credible site like Yelp or Google. Also, I guess some PR advice is to respond to any negative feedback that you might get. This is a good opportunity for you to overcome a challenge or some shitty situation that you have with a client that's trying to go out on the internet and talk bad about you, or potentially keep people from hiring you. So a way to overcome that is to respond to them. And oftentimes when you do this the right way, you can turn those pissed off people into fans and advocates of your business. Number 8 is having no SEO strategy. A common mistake not only contractors but businesses of all types make is not optimizing their website for search engines. Without a solid SEO strategy, your site might not appear in local search results, causing you to lose potential customers and business opportunities that website can bring for you. As Neil Patel, one of the most successful digital marketers in the world, says, SEO is no longer search engine optimization, it's search everywhere optimization. This is key in having your business show up in any sort of search engine results page. So how do you overcome this problem? One way is to identify relevant keywords that potential customers are going to be searching when looking for your product or service, in this case, service, typically with contractors. So when somebody searches plumber in Dallas or roof repair services, you want to show up when they search these terms. Another solution is to optimize title tags, meta descriptions, and headers with location-specific keywords. This is one of the reasons why the structure and vocabulary of your website is super important. It's not just for the look and feel or even user experience to learn about your business, but also for search engines to understand how to read what your website consists of and if it's suitable for the search results or for what your potential customer is searching and what they need to navigate to. Now, another way of overcoming this, which I get many different takes on, is utilizing blogs to boost your SEO. I personally think it's a great way if you do it correctly. Nowadays, I see so many business owners just using ChatGPT to write their blogs completely, and it actually comes off as spammy a lot of the time and ends up hurting their search engine rankings versus actually helping it. So be careful when using AI. Use it to maybe get ideas, answer questions, maybe pull up data and search the web. You don't want to let it completely write your blog out because that could, again, hurt your website ranking performance and potentially have you losing customers. Number 9 is using too much text. I see this mistake all the time, even with websites that are made by professionals. Some people think a ton of text is good for SEO, but in reality, it just confuses the website visitor and makes them frustrated and they leave. Most people don't even read every word. They just skim through, and big blocks of text make it hard to find the information that they're looking for, and they're just going to click out of your website to begin with. A cluttered page with too much text can make your website look old and unprofessional, making visitors think your business isn't up to date. Keep your website simple, organized, and engaging. I asked ChatGPT what the average reading level in the United States is, and they said it's at a middle school reading level. This means that you need to keep your copy simple and easy to understand. Utilize things like bullet points, pictures, and short paragraphs to really convey the message and not overwhelm your visitors. Focus on the most important details and present them in a way that's easy to understand. A clean and simple design will make your website easier to read, but it'll also show your business is professional and leaves visitors with a good impression. Number 10 is not having clear service descriptions. Many contractors fail to provide clear and detailed descriptions of the services they offer. This is crazy to me because that's the whole purpose of your website as a contractor. Trust me, go visit a few electricians' websites or roofers' websites, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. You need to make sure, you know, your company name is clear and the contact information is clear, but also what you offer is clear. Sometimes the name of your service isn't in the name of your company, so your website needs to showcase that. Otherwise, your website isn't gonna help meet those users' needs and they're just gonna go look elsewhere. So to fix this, you could create a dedicated page or service page to show the services you offer with detailed descriptions, pricing estimates, and examples of the work that you've done in that area. This will leave the user with no excuse or no questions on the service that they're looking to find. Another way is using FAQ sections on your service page or even your homepage to answer common questions that are related to the service that you offer. This can not only save your user a lot of time, but you as well, because they don't need to go back and forth on answering or asking questions and you answering, and then you know, it might take a day or two to get back to them. So having an FAQ page to detail the service that you offer can be super beneficial. The last solution is to clearly define what sets you apart from competitors by highlighting your unique experiences or certifications or your expertise. Utilize these service descriptions to talk about how your service is so great. You know, what technology do you use? What is your process like? How long does it take? Can they contact you at any time of the day? Answer those questions by using these service descriptions. This is great for setting you apart from the other contractors that your potential clients are looking at. If you haven't already, consider reviewing your website. Take a look and see if there are some of these potential mistakes and issues, and implement the changes that I talked about to keep visitors engaged and keep them eager to hire you for their next project. So to close this video out, your website's the most powerful digital tool to attract new clients and grow your business. By avoiding these 10 common mistakes, you can ensure that your site provides an exceptional user experience. It can rank well in search engines and generate more leads. Contractors and home service businesses that invest the time and the resources into improving their websites are going to see way more benefits when it comes to increased visibility, better customer engagement, and ultimately more business. Again, thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all the blue collar workers out there. We'll keep doing our part by trying to help you guys grow your businesses and help pushing you guys forward. If you didn't see my last video, take a look right here and you can check out the 10 reasons why every contractor needs a website. I know some contractors still don't really believe in that, and I'm telling you, in 2025, if you don't have a website, you're losing business. So go ahead, check out that video, and I'll see you in the next one.